Hello everybody, this will be part 2 of What If Deku Was a Villain? Heroes' Reactions. The HBSC is primarily seeing this as a one-off incident. And Nezu, Eraserhead, Sakachi, and All Might. Yes, All Might's honestly not too much into this case because, yes, as he does deal with bank robbery cases, but this is honestly, altogether, all of the banks were or 700,000. So in his opinion, even though yes, it was not a good event, he doesn't see this as warning signs. Because he knows an all-for-one organization and it doesn't look like it. Nezu, Aizawa, and Sakachi don't think so, but, well, All Might doesn't really want to get involved and wants to just use up a good amount of his time to help people as much as he can before his quirk limit hits. And Sakachi says, Nezu, as much as we can all agree that this is warning signs, do you think that this group will hit again? Nezu says, I'm not sure. As much as I hate to say it, I'm not sure. I have looked heads or tails on this, and there's nothing we got. The only description is that they're at the 5 banks, 5 banks they robbed. All of them had the same uniform, all black with a black ski mask, and it's nearly impossible to tell if they have any mutations. The only thing we can tell is height and maybe even gender, but that's being very generous. Aizawa says, so we got diddly squat. Got it. I think maybe I'll be looking for this organization when working underground. Nezu says, that's all you can do, Racer. Except for now. And Aizawa, over the next 2.5 days, looks at every single lead he can get. And I mean every single lead he can find about this organization that hit the 5 banks, and no one in the villain world knew this happened. No one, apparently, that was a part of the villain world that Aizawa has contacts in knows. So Aizawa admits to himself that it's a new group. So that means that it's unpredictable. That no one knows who, what, where, and when these people came from. They were a blip, is what he's basically calling it, because there's no information he has on these people besides descriptions and maybe be one of them, but that's a maybe. And after the 2 days, Sakachi, and Aizawa and Nezu group up again to basically see what evidence they have, and Nezu says, One thing I do know is that, well, we don't know much about this organization besides the fact, actually, I'll write it down. We all know is that this new organization is brand new. No previous links to any old criminal organizations. Can we all agree on that? Sakachi and Aizawa agree, and Nezu writes that down. Second, all these jobs were done by the same organization. Can we all agree? And basically, for the next 20 minutes, they go down a list of everything that this organization's MO is. For example, there is no quirk used in these tasks. Or if they were not noticeable quirks. Second, is that they did use firearms, and the fact they collected every single round in their bullets. From their bullets, or the fact they had apparently bullet casing collectors on the weapons, so they can't backdate where these are from. So, well, the only thing they do have is a slight description that all the people of this organization wear straight black clothing, with a black mask, all somewhat skilled, at least bare minimum skilled in firearms to be able to do what they did, and also the fact there is at least, doing the math, 30 members, but possibility is probably more, or maybe that this is all just one group. But that's all they know about this. And as always says, I would love to have more information about these guys, but this is all I can get. It's all I could get to. Sakachi says, well, apparently one of the witnesses at the bank, one of the banks, says that there's slight differences in the robbers, but they're very hard to detect. This guy was only able to see it is because the fact that they have a calming quirk, where basically calms them down. And the only difference is that they could tell is that one of them had a blue star on their uniform, one had a different color star. Nezu says, well, it could be a ranking system, or maybe a system of ranks and procedures, maybe. And the Nezu, Aizawa, and Sakachi are literally just trying to figure out what bare minimum they know about this group, and it's barely enough to even give them a description. And Nezu says, well, we know what we need to at least look out for. So, I call this meeting adjourned. And basically, they all leave and go looking for this organization. And that is the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.